Well, hello, everyone. I'm Atkins Fleming. I'm the treasurer for HETMA and the associate director for learning spaces at Texas State University. And I have the pleasure of interviewing Jim Reinhardt with PlexusAV this afternoon. And so, Jim, I want you to introduce yourself and tell some of our listeners what is PlexusAV.
Thank you. Jim Reinhardt, U.S. Sales Manager here in the U.S. For PlexusAV. PlexusAV is actually fairly new brand to the Pro AV space. We're in our fourth year, but we're the Pro AV division of a 75-year-old broadcast equipment manufacturer named Syncor. Yeah. So we're backed by history, we're backed by technology, we're backed by our manufacturing, and backed by what works, and that's the broadcast market. Yeah. So we're bringing that confidence of broadcast engineering into the Pro AV space.
That's awesome. So you and I were chatting real briefly about the future of video. So what is PlexusAV doing to help build that future?
Sure. We believe AV over IP has to change. Unfortunately, video over IP is very proprietary. Audio isn't. You can take a short microphone, any other microphone, and switch them out. Cameras. Take a Panasonic camera at the Super Bowl, swap that out for a Sony camera, or use both for the Super Bowl, the Olympics, and so on. When it comes to video over IP, it's very proprietary. You can't take brand A endpoint and connect to brand B endpoint. Yeah, it just won't work.
Talking about different protocols, different codecs, all of those sorts of things.
Proprietary protocols. Right. They all use the same protocol. Transport stream. They put their wrappers around it. They do. So we're looking at something called IPMX. We think IPMX is the future. It's an open standard. It's based off of broadcast technology that's been on the market and used by every network. And we're taking that to the Pro AV space. Not only an open standard, but interoperable because it's an open standard. Right. Other brands, other manufacturers, other product can use interoperability between each other.
Let me ask you this. So in HDBaseT had a lot of the same promise here, but then we found companies starting to put their own wrapper around HDBaseT, which was taking a somewhat open standard, I mean, still proprietary, but a standard nonetheless, and making it even more proprietary. So are you seeing that happening with 2110, where people are taking 2110 but creating their proprietary pieces to it, or is it remaining pretty open?
It's open because it's backed by SMPTE.
Yeah.
So that 2110 is the grandfather.
There. Yeah.
But with 2110, you don't require HDCP or EDID management or KVM capabilities. Pro AV space does. Yep. So we're taking the grandfather, and now we're the offshoot. We're the grandchildren, and we're catering not to change ST2110 because that's against the rules.
Right. Yeah.
But an open protocol is open.
Yep.
So that's the premise.
It sounds like the dream of the future for sure. So what are you guys manufacturing and developing to help us get there?
Yeah, so the challenge is taking legacy, existing infrastructure. You mentioned HDBaseT, HDMI. For you folks, last year, 2 years ago, you upgraded 30 classrooms with HDBaseT. And next year, you want to bring IPTV or AV over IP to those new classes. So we're giving you the ability to do that. We could bring HDMI to IP, USB-C to IP, HDBaseT to IP, SDI to IP, NDI to IPMX, and RTSP to IPMX. So we're giving all the tools to continue with your legacy, but bring that into where we and the market and the industry is moving forward to more of an open standard future of video over IP.
That sounds great. That sounds great. So when I hear, broadcast and SMPTE and 2110, terms that, from the Pro AV side I'm less familiar with, how are you guys helping us tech managers? How are you helping make that an easy transition, or understanding how that technology may be different from what we're used to using?
Turn your TV on, right? Watch every broadcast network. Watch the Olympics. Watch the soccer tournament. They're all using ST2110. Now, ST2110 requirements are uncompressed. our industry is not
Yeah.
used to uncompressed
Yeah.
networks, 25, 50, 100 gigabit networks. So
Yep.
in that case, we have to compress. So we are looking at the next generation or the latest generation of JPEG, which is JPEG XS.
Okay.
But the most common within that codec pyramid, and at the bottom level, but the most common is H.264, 265 compression.
Right.
So we're using commonalities, those compressions,
Mm-hmm.
increasing the video quality and lowering the latency. But between that transport stream is now an S-inch stream.
Mm.
And IPMX is an S-inch stream. Much different, much faster, much more efficient than transport stream, which is used by every other AV-over-IP manufacturer.
Yeah.
Not to get too technical in an education on that.
That's all right. You know, a lot of our audience plays in the technical, so that's good to know. All right. Well, is there anything else that you would like to throw out about your products? I think I saw that you were introducing a new-ish feature, an eco mode.
Yeah. So green initiatives.
Yeah, very important.
The soft cost of an AV-over-IP solution would be a way to save energy.
Mm-hmm.
Those dollars, not only energy savings, but heat, right? Because in our AV space, anything in a rack is generating heat.
Yep.
So we have an ability to activate eco mode. So I could bring my energy, my wattage down by 25%. So after hours, weekends, holidays, summer break, you folks can activate that, put the units to sleep. And when we say put them to sleep, basically we're not sending API commands. I can still have video on those displays. I can still have audio. Digital signage applications coming into our encoders can still play. We're not commanding those. So reduce the power by 25%. And when you're looking at hundreds of endpoints across a campus, 3-year, 5-year, 7-year deployment, you're talking thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars of savings. So that soft cost is something that we've built into our firmware. It's free of charge, there's no licensing. It's just a matter of you activating it and scheduling maybe a third-party control system or through our API, scheduling that to activate
To turn on
when you want it to. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be the whole system. It could be individual units. It could be a building, a floor, or an entire campus.
Nice. Well, you hit a couple of keywords that all of us higher ed tech managers love, which is free and no licensing. So
and flexible.
I like it. I like it. Well, thanks for joining us today, Jim. This was great, and I definitely learned something new about Plexus and even IPMX. So.
That's great. Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Cheers. Bye.